Hello guys and welcome. Recently, many people have noticed that there seems to be something wrong with one of Putin's arms. He moves his left arm a lot when he's in motion, while the other arm is almost completely still. Some reports claim he's fighting both Parkinson's disease and pancreatic cancer. Others claim that this is a way of walking in the past, especially in the military KGB, to be ready to draw a gun at any time. But what is wrong with Putin's hand? Stick with me until the end of this video as I take you through the possible reason why Vladimir Putin walks with such flair. Vladimir Putin, the president of the Russian Federation, is known to be a strong-arm world leader. But the rumors that surround the president's appearance with a supposedly dead limb deserve investigation. Why does he move one arm while keeping the other by his side while walking? While there is no one right way to walk, the majority of us have a gait in which the arms are moved forward. Just as the stride length is typically the same for both legs, the distance of the arm swing is typically about the same for the left and right arms. Although the exact reason why humans do this has not yet been proven, the most widely accepted explanation holds that, while not strictly essential, it primarily serves to improve balance and reduce the body's angular momentum. The fact remains that this is how the vast majority of humans all over the world walk. Contrarily, Vladimir Putin, the president of the Russian Federation, walks with a fairly unique gait in which his left arm swings freely in front of him while his right leg steps ahead. His right arm, which is positioned close to his chest, barely moves at all as his left leg advances. As a result, some have idly speculated that Putin's gait may have a neurological origin, or perhaps be an indication that he's experiencing the early stages of Parkinson's disease. Even while tremors or other such additional symptoms are frequently present with reduced arm swing, it's intriguing that this disease also has this early warning sign. Others have suggested that the underlying reason could be Erb's palsy or even a small stroke. All of these theories are flawed, because Putin can fully eat, dress, and perform other daily tasks with his right arm and hands. He even enjoys showcasing his extraordinary judo abilities and power in weightlifting. In all instances, the right hand and arm don't appear to be weak or trembling in any way. Additionally, Putin has walked with this gait for a long time without changing. So, what's going on, since this effectively eliminates the aforementioned likely causes? Fortunately, as far as we can tell, Putin has never commented on it. Seeking to investigate the issue, a group of medical professionals under the direction of disorder specialist Dr. Bastien Blobe published an article in the British Medical Journal in 20 in their work titled Gunslinger's Gait, a new cause of unilaterally reduced arm swing. They propose an intriguing and highly plausible theory as to why Putin walks this way. They highlighted Putin's long-time membership in the KGB, the security service of the Soviet Union. He served in that organization from 1975 to 1991, rising to the position of lieutenant colonel before quitting following the failed coup attempts against President Mikhail Gorbachev in August. The doctors boldly pulled out the KGB Alpha Team training manual to demonstrate their research prowess. If you read through that manual, which is kind of interesting, it contains the following text in Chapter 2 regarding how to move properly. It is necessary to keep your weapon against the chest or in the right hand. Moving forward should be done with one side, usually the left hand, somewhat in the direction of movements. You should crouch to stay concealed, lean the body forward slightly, and keep the knees bent. Putin's gait otherwise closely resembles the one recommended in the instruction handbook, except for when he crouches down like that in public. He keeps his right hand at his side because he either has a gun in his imaginary hand or is ready to draw one if he needs it. In other words, he can be walking around without the so-called gunslinger stride because it was so instilled in him throughout training, or just because he thinks it looks good. It is referred to as a behavioral adaptation brought on by intelligence or military training. Or perhaps President Putin likes to keep his right arm free so that he can send his buddies little smiley face emojis, which explains the restrained swing of his arm. Aww. He seems to have chosen to keep the walk long after his KGB days ended. Now, on its own, this reference in the training manual is still simply the doctor's conjecture. However, it does not prove anything definitely. It's still just speculation by the doctors in question. To give more credence to that hypothesis, the researchers assume that if it were KGB training that generated Putin's unique gait, he wouldn't be the only one to do so. To further support their theory, they further examined other Russian military personnel and former KGB officers' gaits, and discovered that many current Russian politicians also exhibited the seemingly odd gait. Ex-Prime Minister Dmitry Medvedev, former Defense Ministers Anatoly Serdyukov, Sergey Ivanov, and a high-ranking military commander, Anatoly Sidorov, are the most notable members of this group. Ivanov, like Putin, was an ex-KGB official, which seemed to support the theory that Putin's now lifelong habit of walking with one arm more or less fixed to his side and his body ever so slightly turning was caused by strict adherence to the KGB manual. In addition, although not KGB, Sidorov was a member of the Russian military, and Serdyukov served at least 1 year in the Soviet army, where this particular type of movement was similarly taught. Although none of these individual walks are quite as severe as Putin's can be occasionally, they all exhibit the same fundamental pattern of motion. The one who deviates from the mold is Medvedev, who has no close ties to the military or intelligence services, but occasionally acts in this manner. That being said, in his case, he appears to have been very actively coached to imitate Putin's recognizable facial expressions and even speech patterns while being trained to possibly follow Putin as president, which he did from 2008 to 2012. But, of course, nobody can truly understand Putin's motivation for walking in this manner without confirmation from the man himself. The movement pattern is well detailed in the KGB training manual. There are at least a few other ex-KGB agents who also exhibit a similar walk, and there are no other indications of a neurological condition that may induce such a gait. This is undoubtedly the most convincing theory that is yet to be proposed. Additionally, there have been other rumors regarding Putin's drug use. Lord David Owen, a former foreign secretary, claimed that Putin's face has changed, which might be caused by muscle-building drugs, and this makes him a possible steroid user. According to Lord Owen, anabolic steroids might make a person more aggressive. It follows concerns from specialists that the COVID-19 outbreak may have disrupted Vladimir Putin's mental stability and caused the hysteria that sparked the invasion of Ukraine. During the worst of the past 2 years' events, the Russian president had little contact with the public, and only individuals in his very close circle were given an audience. Fears about Putin's mental health have increased after he insisted on sending soldiers into the land of his tranquil neighbor to defend people who were being bullied and subjected to genocide, for which there is no proof. Okay guys, that concludes today's video. I sincerely hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to push the subscribe button for more.